You are now locked in to the latest and the greatest on the Android system, the channel that gives you information every day in every way possible. Make sure you hit that like button on your way in and hit the bell as well. Also, check out the full catalog of videos that I made just for you. I'll see you right after these messages. Peace. Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. It's your boy Serrano. Today we're going to actually put the Samsung Galaxy Halo against the LG Stylo 3 Plus, and we're going to do a game test. We're going to see which one outperforms the other one and which one is actually a better phone when it comes to gameplay. A lot of people have been asking me about both of these phones, so I figured I'd put both of them head to head and see which one is going to actually have better results. Stay tuned, make sure you stay locked in, don't go anywhere, and I'll be right back. So I started out by putting the graphics all the way up to the highest setting for each designated display mode, so all those graphics are cranked up to the highest setting on the Samsung Galaxy Halo. So right now I'm getting ready to enter in the lobby mode right here on the Samsung Galaxy Halo. Now the first thing I noticed was that with those graphics cranked up to the highest setting, there wasn't any lag whatsoever. Now, I mean, the controls were really easy to use and really clean and baby bottom smooth. I mean, the graphics were definitely impressive, just to say the least. Now, I'm just moving around the screen. I'm doing a voiceover right now, so I wasn't actually speaking while I was doing the video, so this is after, but definitely got an invite right here from one of my teammates on the Samsung Galaxy Halo, the Pubg game. Now, the Pubg game is definitely a great game to determine how great the graphics are going to be when you're gaming on the Samsung Galaxy Halo. So I definitely checked it out for both phones. First, we started out with the Samsung Galaxy Halo. You can see I'm on the map, and all the buttons, controls, everything like that ran really smooth. I didn't have any problems whatsoever. So I was parachuting in. So right now I'm finding my landing spot. I'm definitely gonna fly in to the battleground. Now once I get inside that battleground, I'll show you just how great those graphics were on the Samsung Galaxy Halo. Landed on the roof right here, and actually let me just zoom in a little bit here closer so you could actually see some of the gameplay a little bit better. But sorry about that reflection. I didn't actually notice that when I was actually recording the video, so I do apologize. But when I was moving around on the screen, you can see that's that 5.5 HD screen, 720p. So grabbing a few weapons here, getting locked in, making sure that I'm actually armed so that when I do enter that battleground, I'm definitely going to be able to protect myself and be a threat for the game. So I'm definitely getting some good weapons right off the bat, which is a really good start. So those controls were really impressive. The graphics were impressive. Gameplay was smooth. You could see how fast my caricature is actually moving. Really responsive. Definitely didn't have any problems whatsoever. This thing had that octa-core processor, and now that octa-core processor was quite impressive, just to say the least. It could definitely handle the full graphics, highest quality on that screen. You can see I'm moving around trying to figure out where those enemies are so I could actually find a target. So definitely going to go ahead and pause the video so I could actually show you right here that I will find you know some more weapons. So I'm definitely going to go ahead and try to spot out some enemies here. I could see somebody coming up from behind me. That looks like an enemy. Actually, no, that's my teammate right here. But right now, I'm just playing around with these controls and definitely was impressed, just to say the least. Right there's an enemy. He's actually trying to come up from behind me, and I wasn't having any of that. So, really responsive. I could definitely, find him, spot him, and definitely like defend myself with the weapons that I did find in that building. So right now I'm just gunning him down right away, because that's the main thing. You don't want to actually get killed. So I definitely found the target. But look how fast that character's moving across the screen. It was really fluid, really easy to use. Those controls were impressive. I didn't have any problems whatsoever when I was playing with the Samsung Galaxy Halo. Found a few more weapons here. I found a teammate, so we're actually, spotting out the battleground together. I definitely, shot him just so I could get some more kills under my belt. But look how impressive these controls are. Look how nice the graphics are. That 720p screen was impressive. Now I'm just jumping onto the LG Stylo 3 Plus. Now the difference between the Samsung Galaxy Halo and the LG Stylo 3 Plus is that you're getting more screen to actually use, more real estate, more screen real estate. So look how it's 2 inches of more screen real estate there, and it's a full 1080p resolution. So that's the comparison there. The graphics didn't seem to change whatsoever. I mean, the screen was going to be a little bit better there because it was 1080p compared to 720p, and the controls were just as clean, just as smooth as the Samsung Galaxy Halo. Now, they were responsive on the LG Stylo 3 Plus right here. I'm actually, you know, diving in, and it did seem like there was a bit more detail on the LG Stylo 3 Plus just because it had that 1080 resolution. So you could see here there wasn't any lag on either of the phones. Both phones performed extremely well for that mid-range price. So if you're looking for a phone that you can game on, the Samsung Galaxy Halo versus the LG Stylo 3 Plus, both of these phones I could highly recommend. They both have different specs, both octa-core processors, both had that A53 Cortex with the Adreno 505. Basically, they were nose to nose. There wasn't any difference in the gameplay. The only thing I would say is that I definitely prefer the bigger screen on the LG Stylo 3 Plus because I just prefer bigger screens. It's up to you what you prefer, but definitely was able to get really good gameplay on both devices. So this guy's defenseless. He had no chance right here. Definitely found my target and definitely claimed my territory there. So he's actually has a buddy right behind me, and this dude has no weapon. He's actually approaching me with no weapon. I can't believe he did that. So he's gonna actually meet the same fate as his buddy. But when comparing the LG Stylo 3 Plus with the Samsung Galaxy Halo, the gameplay was pretty much exactly the same. It was identical. I mean, both didn't experience any lag. Both were squeaky clean, super smooth. You can see the gameplay is quite impressive, just to say the least. I didn't have any belly aches, any hiccups, any stutters in the gameplay whatsoever. As you can see on that gorgeous 1080 screen on the LG Stylo 3 Plus, I was just definitely enjoying myself with the gameplay here. So, I mean, octa-core processors on both phones definitely had some really good quality with the screen resolution. For personal preference, it's up to you if you want that 5.5-inch HD display or that 5.7 1080p display. As for me, I always choose the bigger and better screen just because, that's, my personal preference. But as far as gameplay, there wasn't any lag whatsoever on both devices. So as far as graphics goes, it was a dead draw. But as far as display goes, it went to the LG Stylo 3 Plus. And as far as like battery goes, both these phones are definitely capable of lasting quite some time. I mean, anytime I played with the Samsung Galaxy Halo, that battery just didn't seem to go down at all. And same thing with the LG Stylo 3 Plus. I mean, the battery on both these phones was quite impressive, just to say the least. You're going to get really good battery life on both devices. The other thing I would like to mention is that, it was just fluid and smooth. But thank you for checking out this video, Samsung Galaxy Halo versus LG Stylo 3 Plus. Make sure you click that like button. Stay tuned for more. In the meantime, have a great morning, afternoon, evening, and good night. It's your boy Serrano, and I'll see you guys.